Oh, that's not the song I picked. That's the one I picked. How's it going, everybody? How y'all doing? It's been a little while. I've been busy and, I don't know, lazy too. Anyways, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good night. We got Anacito Maldonado, what up? AZ Jeep Girl, Fangirl 98, good to see you. Susie Y. I think I said Anthony Vasquez. If I didn't, Vasquez, I probably fucking butchered that. Anyway, sorry. Oh, F-bomb already. We gotta keep it down. Chili would be upset with us. We gotta flock out of here and all that kind of stuff. We gotta use those fun, whimsical things. Phil the Orc, way at the top. From Flat Earther Cheese Dick to Sov-Sit Derp Lulz. It's a cacophony of stupid? I don't know that word. Shit. Hey, there's that frog I gotta get rid of. I fucking hate those things. I spend the least time dealing with my online stuff, so I apologize for all of that always. It's so amateur. It's Beaver time! We've got a logical hillbilly, a Brazilian beaver. That guy has been holding on. He's white-knuckling right now because it's been a lack of Beaver time content. So I do appreciate the bleeding fingernails from holding on. But thank you very much. Chalkboy8, hi BB, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? I think I haven't revealed the name yet. There's going to be clues out there eventually, but I haven't totally settled on it either. But we're going to be switching the name up. The Beaver will stay. Otherwise, what the fuck does Ask the Vanilla mean? Everybody's going to be like, what does that have to do with anything? It's like, you know, there was a time. And besides, now that Z Frank, I don't know if you guys watch the Z Frank channel, but now that Z Frank did a Beaver specific episode, I feel like my power is more known than ever, okay? And if you don't, I mean, we're gonna get to Chili right away. I'm not gonna fuck around here. Language.
Roads are completely barren.
I'm very sweary tonight, it would seem, but oh man, if you don't know Z Frank, you're missing out on life, first of all.
This episode is sponsored.
So I just want to show you where he explains the beaver squirt. He knows what he's talking about. This guy, there it is. Beaver squirt. It's like, what the fuck? Here, because we're not going to mess around. We're not messing around here.
Used for scent marking. Beavers build these little piles around their territory. They climb up on them and they sort of fart out some castoreum. Told you. You get a whiff of that, you know whose turf it is. It's also how females communicate that they are ready to mate. Apparently, castoreum smells and tastes kind of sweet and leathery, and it's been used in perfumes and food. Someone was the first person to figure that out. Guys, check this out. The stuff that comes out of the beaver's ass tastes just like vanilla. Anyway, what beavers do inside...
Anyways, so listen, now that he has covered the topic, I feel like my superpower is more known than ever. And anyways, moving forward. We do have Chili to talk about here. Now, he got a ticket the other day, and I was watching this live, and in fear that you never know, he might say something that causes him to delete his, that's too loud, his stream. I saved it unneeded. He left it online. Goddamn hypno-toad. Bella Charge, oh my goodness, I haven't seen that man around in a while. He's been very busy, I'm sure, conquering the New Zealand world, if you will. He's over there with Viva La Dirt League and stuff. I swear to God, that country, this is going to be such a... It's like when people say, you know Chuck in Toronto to me, right? But like, you must know Viva La Dirt League. I'm just kidding. But it's a small enough country that like, they only must be like a really sturdy stone throw away, or maybe like a rocket launch away. But either way, you know what I mean. Seriously, how far? I don't even know where they're... I know nothing about New Zealand. Where would they be based? If you don't know, I have a hard-on for Viva La Dirt League and their content. Their skits, pro level. Dib, well, now I know why I couldn't sleep. Ah, yes. Well, anyways, we're already talking too much, so there was a dip in... Oh, there it is. The analytics showed this massive dip. Must have just been an error. Anyways... We've got Chili, so I gotta thank Bella Charge for being a member, Dib for being a member, and we've got Logical Hillbilly out there also using his member perk. Thank you guys for being here. But let's jump right into Chili, because one thing I do well is I talk too much. I just want to recognize a few more people if I hadn't already. I believe I said Chalkboy 8. Susie Y, I said all of you people. We need more people in here. Just being greedy, Beaver. Anyways, moving forward. So, we have the wrong watch window. That's why it's not the right shape. Let's fix that. That's better. So, we have Chili DeCastro here, and he got pulled over. So let's just get started.
Here. Okay.
He literally, this is the start of the video. He just, right there we go.
Yes, sir. Pulled over because of her speed. What's your license, please?
I gotta reach in here.
That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, no. We're not going in a vanilla direction with the name. The name, that will still always be the joke, okay? That's all. The vanilla will be the joke. Don't worry, it's not going to change too heavily. It needs to, the brainy part needs to drop. It's not a debunk channel anymore, and that's fair enough.
Perfect. What's your license, please?
Sure.
That still makes me laugh. That's perfect. Did he say that's perfect, by the way? Hold on a minute. It's fine-tuning when they're this long of streams.
That's perfect. What's your license, please?
That's perfect. He's like, I don't want to talk to you anyways. That's what he was thinking.
Sure.
Oh, this guy doesn't want to talk to me? I'm good. By the way, one thing I noticed when he leans over here, I look at the back of his ear. He's been wearing those earphones while he's been driving. Because look, the one is on his right ear.
There's
Okay.
my license number right there.
Now watch this. Look at, I was looking at his ears when I paused at one point. Hold on.
That's my license.
There's a better shot. He has like sweat marks, like his skin is rashed, and I was like, why is it so fucked up behind his ear? And what it is, he's been wearing his headphones. You can't wear two headphones while you drive a car. That is against the rules. Oh, victimless crime, I guess. Tell that to the person you cut off or something like that because you couldn't hear them coming or an emergency occurring.
Insurance, proof of registration.
The distracted Beaver. Anacito's got it right. He knows.
Not sure you still live at that mailing address you have here.
Laughing with the Beaver.
That's for sole purpose of the.
Hey, fangirl, if you're not already gone, you'll have to go to my channel and just look under recent live streams because I'm delisting them now. Because when I do put content out, which God willing I'll get one done right away, which I'm working on, I get enough watch hours and stuff that I don't need to try to lean on the live streams for my watch time and stuff. So it's better for the channel to delist them because these affect channel growth long term if they're left. But yeah, so they can be found there. They're not going to go anywhere though.
Actually, I don't want to get mailed out to someone.
They're just not like shown as a regular
Sure,
video.
vehicle, right back.
Have a good night.
You see what he asked me? He tried to ask me, you know, he tried to just say, is this the, he tried to get me to answer a question, and I'm simply not going to answer a question. So, you know, and then.
Claim the free members, you non-members. Oh, you non-members. Oh, there's free. Oh, shit. 5 fucking memberships. I didn't even see that. Oh, my God. Thank you very much. I have to go on screen for that. Just for 2 seconds, guys. Thank you very much. That's the first time anybody's gifted members on my stream, so I've never seen that before. Thank you very much, Bella, for gifting 5 memberships. Membership gives you next to nothing other than the free knowledge that you have helped this channel in its success. That's not completely true. You get a special room in the Discord, which I do pay attention to, so feel free to go use that, guys. Anyways, I don't know why my concurrent viewers dropped so heavily there for a minute. It went all the way down to 14.
You know, just so you know, this little piggy.
Thank you,
right here,
thank you,
he
Bella.
doesn't have
Thank you very
dominion
much.
Over me, so he doesn't have the right to tell me that I can't get out of the car and get him on video. It's within my rights. I have freedom of movement. This pig right here doesn't get to decide whether or not I have to stay in my car or not.
Oh, by the
So
way,
that's-
this is sped up by like 25%, I'm pretty sure. He's a little chipmunky. We could go higher. He sounds great as a chipmunk. You guys know this.
You know, what it is it's a dominating practice. It's where they want to claim that they have dominion over you, and they can tell you where you can go, where you can sit, where you can stand, where you can stay. And the truth is they don't. So, you know, it's just, and I don't know what he said. I was speeding or whatever he said, but the truth the truth is that, you know, he doesn't have, you know, and for what reason? I'm driving along, you know, it's just the same old, pulling me over for my speed, but I have somewhere I have to be. So I'm not sure why he pulled me over. You have the radar? Can I see that? Okay. You have it on. I can get a video of that real quick of that. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see the actual radar.
Oh, and that reminds me, I was going to start, I haven't played with the gifting system yet, so I have to learn how to do this, but I was going to start potentially gifting a membership per stream to somebody. So, I mean, if I do more streams, then more people get memberships. You know, right now it's pretty, it's pretty shit.
If you said I was speeding and you got me on camera, you got me on LiDAR, right? Let's see it.
But now I'm just
let's
teasing you,
I'll put it on
assholes.
camera so we can see it.
He just...
Sure.
Okay,
You want
we
to
gotta turn
Terry
him
stop me
down.
now?
He's shaking too much.
I mean, I'm not going to do anything in your car. You got a gun. I don't got a gun. I mean, can I feel your waistband? Right. I mean, you're gonna arrest me?
I don't want to make the... Oh, man, that's inappropriate. I shouldn't make gay innuendo jokes. It's just funny. He's like, you sure you don't want me to feel your waistband, buddy? You know. That made me laugh. Anybody can make fun of me any way they want. I'm cool with everything.
A ticket?
Yes, sir.
So how's that help me out? How does that do society any good? You ticketing me, what do you think? Does that do any society any good? Or
I will say one thing, gaming with both hands, I will say one thing. He spends an awful lot of time trying to convince everybody that he's masculine and that women just lust for his manly endeavors, or whatever. Words were not coming to me quick enough there, but it's pretty crazy. Like, you watch him and he's like, "Oh, don't worry, I've had women," and then he like, it's a little cringy. I will admit, I'm not gonna make claims. Some people are just, he might really feel like securing his dominance, I guess. I don't know. You know how it goes.
Slow down, sir. Where are you going in a, you know?
And by the way, if I want to put this out there, if he was gay, that wouldn't matter either. It's just that, you know, pretending you're one thing is, well, I think what we're making fun of in most cases.
Leave me alone. I mean,
We all have to follow the law, sir.
No, but I'm not driving like a total maniac.
Stacy, listen, again, I gotta let the video play more, and I'm sorry, guys, but listen, Stacy, on that comment, as a heterosexual woman, we don't. I have to tell you, one of the best things I ever did was ask the women to leave comments over whether or not they want to be beast moded by Chili. I have to tell you, like, I can't tell. There's so many women were commenting on that. Yeah, no thanks, not at all. Like, it was just, as a woman, I say ew to like, they put puke symbols, and it was funny to me. I was showing my wife. I'm like, I'm getting so many actual contact. Man. The sentence was just blurred in my head. I'm getting so many actual comments on from women. I didn't actually think you guys would respond in mass like that. So congratulations on surprising me thoroughly. Thank you very much. And while I'm at it, AZ Jeep Girl, he answers so many unasked questions. It's hilarious and so hypocritical. I think that's how. Is that how it's spelled? I'm not trying to call you out. I don't look at that word much. But hypocritical. Yes, it is hypocritical. And by the way, I asked Google to spell lots of stuff for me. I am horrid at spelling.
I'm barely speeding if I'm speeding.
Thank you for the $10.
Why can't you just say slow down?
Oh, I ain't gonna tell you so.
Yeah, but you're going to give me a ticket, and what's that going to do for society?
You want to see the radar?
Yeah, I'm horse shit at spelling. Just so you know, like this is a thing.
Sure, I'd like to see it.
So that screen right there, that's your speed.
Hey, I really appreciate that, Arizona Jeep Girl.
Can I look at that? Sorry about that. I don't want to turn my... So that's the 89 miles an hour. So now you write me a ticket. Now what's the process here?
So you have to contact the court, get your court date, and figure it out with the courts.
Right, but I'm just saying there's nobody on the road. I'm driving in an open road in the middle of the desert. How am I hurting anybody?
I hate this argument.
But how am I hurting anybody? Where's the victim of my crime?
You can verify it by driving over.
But where's the line on that like mentality? Like, at what point are we? So like everybody's just zooming along, be like, well, I mean, there was only one other person there. I mean,
so
70 miles per hour.
right. So then you could pull me over as someone who works for the state and say, you should slow your car down or I'm going to give you a ticket and your insurance is going to go up. It's going to affect you greatly. You could just do that. And then the thousands of people who will see this will then go, you know what? He told him, hey, I'll slow down, dude. If I'm going too fast, I'm sorry I was going too fast. I'm trying to get to my dentist appointment.
Okay.
I got to be in Arizona by a certain time. I apologize. I'm more than willing to set my cruise control at the proper speed. I didn't even realize I was going too fast.
All right, sir.
And I'm sorry. I mean, I made a mistake, you know, but I'm
No,
just got to get, I just got to get my teeth fixed.
We all make mistakes.
10-foot dildo.
Right.
Man, I'll tell you, I was. This is the one thing about me. You'll get some stories. I mean, I can't say I worked a 10-foot dildo. That would be amazing. I'm already demonetized now. I'm gonna just say Dido. But I was at a love shop, if you will, and I asked the guy. It was a big one in the city, and I was like, "What's the most obnoxious thing you've sold in here to somebody who was legit going home to work that thing?" And he showed me. It was like you could defend your home with this thing. I swear to God, at the base, it was like this. It was just like, yeah. Like, it was, and he's like, most people buy it as a gag, but he said one time I sold this thing to a woman. He said, and she was straight up taking this thing straight back to her house, and I just don't even know how you deal with that. Anyways, we're gonna move that subject along because that's how you get restricted level, you know.
Right, but you giving me a ticket causes me massive problems. My insurance, my money, my life, my driver's license, you know, and the license. Once they take your license and they impound your car if you don't pay your fees, and then if you don't, then you go to
Ditto
jail.
the singer.
So you're starting the process for my life being ruined if I can't pay. That's what.
Yeah, everybody hates how he looks at ATB. Everybody hates how he looks at the cat. I mean, he won't even. I mean, at least this cop he's looking at while he talks to him. I mean, a lot of times he literally will just stare at the camera the whole time. It's very odd. But it's still making me laugh when he's like perfect. When he's under the goddamn pamphlet, it's like he throws it down in his car. Okay, sweet.
What you're doing?
So you're blaming me for your stream?
No, I'm blaming you for joining an organization that has no feelings for anybody else but yourselves. It's all about officer safety, and it's not about, you know what? I got out of the car. I explained to you I'm late for my dentist appointment. I apologize if I was going too fast. More than willing to set my cruise control lower, but there's no giving you.
Oh, please. I just gotta take a seat. I'll be right with you.
So that's it?
Yes, sir. Just gotta take a seat.
There's-
I'll be right with you.
There's okay. Yep.
By the way, guys, let me know if there's any pixelating or if the quality seems low on the upload because my ISP offered a new level of plan recently, and so they started bottling my upload speed. So I probably have to increase my internet speed. But let me know because YouTube's just yelling at me every once in a while.
I mean, and this is the reason why people hate the cops. There's, just so you guys know, there's absolutely nobody on this.
I don't know, guys.
There's
Put a one
nobody
in the
out.
chat if you hate the cops, because I just personally find that I'm gonna be blunt. I never hate them. I can be dissatisfied with the fact that I'm getting a ticket, and in some cases where they are literally sitting there for revenue generation, I am 100% behind how it is bullshit. Because I live in a city where, well, I live outside a city, but I live in a place where they basically they will do things like leave signs higher than they should. Like they'll be up on. It looks like my voice is out of with my words, so just let me know if that's the case. I'm out of sync too. But yeah, they'll put the signs higher than they would normally, and so when you're looking, you don't see that the road speed has changed, and then they'll hang out over there with a cop and they'll hand out tickets all day long. God forbid they lower the sign to a lower level. Thank you, gaming. Just because on my end I'm seeing a bit of a delay, so that's good. But yeah, God forbid they lower the sign to what is considered standard, which is to, I believe, have it within 5 feet of the road surface, so that it's within typical scanning range. You're not looking up into the frickin' Mesozoic trees. And they do a couple things where they have photo radar at a few intersections, which for red light, if people are blowing red lights, I'm all for them getting tickets. But all too often it results in like behaviors in the way they design their road systems that are not beneficial to us as the end user. Like, for instance, we have a few intersections in the city which are the only intersections in North America that have 80 km/h, whatever that is in miles, 80 km highway zone that has 4-second ambers, because the standard is considered to be 6 now because of the time it takes you to perceive the light changing to yellow and then the time it takes you to respond to the brake pedal. They've realized that 4 seconds is too little, and in the winter with ice, it causes rear end collisions. Well, I mean, why follow the North American standard when every single one of those intersections just also happens to have a red light camera just in case you go through that red light? So, I mean, I do have a problem with using policing for pure income generation. However, he knew he was fucking speeding, and I understand that he thinks it's a victimless crime, but if everybody keeps trying to say it's a victimless crime, we all know where it leads. It leads to like chaos on the goddamn highways, right?
The roads are completely barren. I mean, there's sparse cars, sparse. I didn't even realize I was speeding, to be honest with you, because the car's just driving along. But it's like, this is the whole problem. I'm
all for like, we have signs that tell us when we're coming up to a red light intersection, because that it was supposed to be for safety. So they warn you because they're trying to reduce collisions. So they warn you when you're approaching it, which kind of defeats the purpose anyways, I feel like, but they still get people. But no, I have a I don't have a problem with them if they're trying to address a real issue in an area, like where maybe there's an intersection where people just constantly blow the red light there because they don't wait, because you do end up with spaces like that. And, you know, it's caused a proliferation of accidents. You know, if they wanted to put a camera there and start dinging people a few $100s every time they did it, I would support that. But what I don't support is them not fixing the fucking intersection if they know they can. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they can fix that goddamn intersection, then go and if you know what's causing the accidents and you can solve that and stop the people from needing to blow the red because maybe it's poorly designed, then you should do that. But if you're resulting, you know, if you just think, well, we'll just ticket them, that is not helping society in any way, shape, or form. So, you know, I'm you know, it's hybrid for me. Sorry, I'm talking too much. My apologies.
See, that man doesn't give one single bit of care what will happen to my life. He doesn't care what will happen to me.
It's bullshit.
He doesn't care what I'm going through. He doesn't care. I'm trying to get to Arizona to get my teeth fixed, right? He doesn't have any care for you. And as soon as you realize that the state doesn't care about you, and I went back there, I was respectful, I was rational, and I said, hey, look, you know, I can't afford the insurance pop. You know, it's going to be expensive to pay for the insurance if you give me a ticket. Well, you know, you were going too fast. Okay, I'm sorry I was going too fast. I can set my cruise control lower. I'm just saying.
I just ate $1,000 of dental bills. You can just, you know, boo-hoo, Jilly. It's welcome to the club, bro.
I'm just saying. You know, I'm going to fight the ticket and the whole thing, but it's just.
I used 8, you know, not as a pun, but I guess that actually makes sense too.
Whole mentality of this organization, the whole term of policing and law enforcement and those, you know, cop, those terms have to go.
What the most embarrassing thing ever. Are you serious, AZ? Hold on a minute. We have to address this. Arizona Jeep girl. Are you serious? Most embarrassing thing ever when they check to make sure the item works when you check out at the sex store. I mean, okay, listen. I understand the idea. They want to make sure that this thing works because all sales are final, baby. But at the same time, it's like, could they not like go into like a booth and check it out then? It's like, because depending on what you bought, right? It's like, it's like, yep, the whole thing vibrates. I don't know how big it was. I'm just making jokes, but you know, I've seen the contraptions at those goddamn stores. Stay with the flow of traffic. His problem is there's no other traffic. I mean, there is a bit of traffic. The whole time after he gets his ticket, as he's talking on on his phone, he's surrounded by transports and shit. So like, I mean, no traffic is like, I mean, I know what he's doing. It's like, there was 1 million of them. There's nobody out here. It's the same thing, right?
It's have to be washed away. So
okay, wait, Arizona Jeep Girl, since you shared that story, I have to share one of those stories. So did some work in the northern communities, and there was these guys always work together, and they have to fly into some of the reserve communities to do work like for the company they work for. It's like carpentry, fix buildings and stuff like that. The one reserve is a dry reserve. Now, what a dry reserve is it means that alcohol is not allowed. The band office, the local band offices decided they don't want alcohol in their community, and so you're just not allowed to come in. So there is an RCMP officer at the little airport, and they check every bag that comes through. They search them to make sure you don't have alcohol coming into the community. So what they did when they sent a bag is they put they put a gigantic dildo on the top and zip the bag up. So the first thing that's in the bag when they unzip it at the airport they sent it to for their buddy who's going to be there to pick it up at the airport is, big old donger on the top. And of course they were like, bon voyage to the bag as they sent it off, and everybody got back to work. I'm like, I don't understand what just happened. They're like, when it gets there, they have to open the bag, and they do it in front of everybody. They just because it's not a big airport. They just like, is this your bag? Yep, it's my bag. Zip. Like, it's just a big old blue donger on the top. Anyways, fun stories,
just a revenue point. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's a little bit annoying. Let me turn my Bluetooth off real quick. It's just a little bit annoying. I mean, I just don't understand it.
You give and you give and you give, and this is what you get, eh, Chili? Poor guy. He's so upset. Look at those. He's been wearing those earphones for hours. Look at his ears. We'll let it play. You'll see him. He's going to turn his head.
He's so used to telling people what to do that he told me to go have a seat in my car. Once again, I'm in this place here. That is, there's a road that's closed right here.
Damn, Brainy, where's my wrench? We'll talk about it later, Flat Derp.
Watch what you're doing. You're not going to do anything stupid.
But we'll talk about it later.
A little bit more tact, but I'm pulled over here, and you get a car going by every once in a great while. You got right there's 5 cars on a freeway. There's 5 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So.
Yeah, but isn't this why the tickets have varying levels of intensity to the ticket? Like you don't get the same ticket. Like here, for instance, if you're 14 kilometers, which is 8 miles, maybe, if you're like 14 kilometers an hour under over, but 14, you'll get like a minor ticket. It literally doesn't even cost you points. It's like a warning ticket, which is also why the police almost never hand them out, because you're not really going fast enough. But it's discretionary at that point. But when you breach to 15 kilometers an hour, it's like 10 miles an hour. 15, 16, 17, 20. Now you're kind of into like the first level of like points, and the tickets go up in value, and of course you're kind of zipping a little better, and that's the point where you're entering the zone where you start to get into their perspective of ticketing you. And then once you breach 20 kilometers an hour over, you're just avoiding getting a ticket and hoping that somebody in front of you is either tagged him first or. You know what I mean? So, or he's having a real good day and gives you like an actual written warning. Anyways,
it is what it is.
But that's why you got intensity levels. That's why you're not getting a $2,000 ticket, Chili. Because like if you were going 50 miles an hour over the speed limit, I don't know what the level is in America, but at some point they tow your damn car, right? And they impound it and take away your license and charge you all, you have to go to like a course in most places and, prove that you're a good boy and all that stuff. Yeah, it's about 1.6, or is that Celsius to Fahrenheit? I do so many conversions because you guys had to be different. That Chili's not in his box. You see that little edge there? That's terrible. Oh, that's amateur hour. You see that? Chili, stop looking at me. It's creeping me out, dude. Oh. Ladies, this is the face you could be looking at.
When I used the trifold, I didn't answer any questions. I came out to talk to the officer, to the cop officer. It's just such a stupid...
Is it 40 kilometers an hour you get towed? Ooh, what's that? I get the beaver. That's the beaver eating lettuce. I gotta fix these. The only reason I have them off screen is they're too obtrusive, and I haven't done enough work to fix them and make them smaller. But yeah, 40 kilometer hours is stunting or undue care here. I was driving aggressively with an Eclipse. I'm not going to say racing. I wasn't racing, officer. I was driving aggressively with another Eclipse, okay, in Calgary, when my came to the top of the bridge and my radar detector went absolutely insane right on the apex of the bridge, and dude was in the left lane and I was in the right lane, and I just pulled off on the clover leaf. Like, it's just like, man, it's like, woo, and I'm like, right hand turn, see you later, down the other highway. Good times. All right, but yeah, so yeah, anyways, fun times.
Term, you know, I keep talking about it, but we have to get rid of the.
You got nice highways,
system.
Mr. Andret.
You know,
You're in Calgary, aren't you?
A officer, and then a
Edmonton?
sergeant, and then a corporal, lieutenant, and a major. Then what happens is these folks have an allegiance to the ranking above them, and not an allegiance to the Constitution, and not an allegiance to you. I mean, these are supposed to be peace officers. That's what these are supposed to be. But instead, what we have is this is the California Highway Patrol, and I mean, the guy's just over there writing me a ticket, and for what? There's absolutely no victim, but yet I have to pay the state money. He didn't pull me over and say, "Hey, sir, you're going too fast." He's going to write me a ticket, and for what? There's absolutely no victim. I wasn't behind anybody. I wasn't in front of anybody.
How many times you got to warn
now
people,
I'm gonna
anyways?
get a ticket for speeding, and there's no victim. There's no victim. You understand?
Okay, Calgary Stampede starts this week, says Mr. Andret. And he says, "Oh joy," with some dots around it. I think I know what you're talking about. I lived there for one Stampede. Basically, the locals can't really enjoy their city for like a whole week. Like literally, like if you've got a bar you like going to, good luck. The lineup will be like literally wrapped around the city block. Like you'll never get in. And like you want to go to your favorite fucking ice cream? Nope. Good luck. There's people lined up there. You want to go get your favorite burgers? No, sorry. Yeah, line up. You get it.
And that
It's both one of the most amazing times and worst times ever in Calgary every single year. So, you know, it's like one of those kinds of deals.
Be a victim. I don't know. I have no idea.
Since when's fingering a Canadian term? What in the fuck are we watching? Chili. I was reading the chats and then realized I was just staring into Cauliflower Ear.
Thank you.
Alright, so like I told you, your reader right at 89 miles per hour. Your record did seem pretty clean, sir. So I'm just gonna get your being 10 miles over, okay?
Okay.
So 80 miles in at 70.
Okay.
Just your signature in the red box, please.
You got like yeah, he was barely speeding.
I'm gonna contact the number at the bottom before September 9th. Understand?
And you're with the California Highway Patrol?
Yes, sir. California Highway Patrol.
What's your name?
Officer Flores.
Officer Flores.
And just your signature in the red box, please. And by signing this, you're not admitting guilt to the infraction.
Right, but I just want to point out, there's no victim to a crime. There's no one. I didn't tailgate anybody. I wasn't I wasn't racing behind anybody. I wasn't weaving out of lanes.
That's right.
I'm not drunk driving. I'm not on substances. So there's no victim here, but yet I'm going to have to pay the state. My insurance is going to go up, and this is how you make money.
Well, like I said, so you're not admitting guilt to the infraction.
No, I understand that. I'm going to plead not guilty. Yes. But I just want to be clear. So I've done nothing. I haven't hurt anybody.
So how many? It's so crazy. Like, where is he right now? Is he back in California right now? Still, everybody? Like, does anybody know the answer to that? Is he in California? Because like, how much gas does this guy burn suing everybody and going to court? Like, he's like, don't worry, I'm going to plead not guilty. It's like, you're going to pay as much as the ticket's worth going back to fight it. It doesn't even make it, but of course that's where he's getting his grift money, so that's fine. That makes sense in that front. But beyond that, it's like for the average, for you and me, you get a $200 ticket or 150. I mean, shit, I've seen American tickets. Some of them are jokes. Like we get tickets here, it might be like 400 fucking dollars. And you know, tickets in America, it's like, you know, we're watching shows and they're talking about like, you know, oh man, the ticket was like $42. I'm like, I seriously? Like you get like 10x some American tickets, and you get the Canadian tickets, right? So like in a lot of cases, if it's a minor ticket, if you're not having some sort of big event, it just isn't economically feasible to drive back to where you got the ticket to go to court. He was stopped by California Highway Patrol. He's tripping balls.
Buddy, but this is how you make money. This is how you make a living.
I'm not making any money.
Oh no, you make money right now. You're being, and then when I plead not guilty, you get to go to court, right? And then that's how you make money. And I haven't created any victim. Like right now, obviously, I mean, there's thousands of people who will see this. So if I punch you in the face, I've created a victim, right? But there's no victim here. But yet you're making money from me.
The chick that he just talked to on his channel here, that is this Lauren chick, is she in Arizona, you were saying? Yeah, I mean, he's just, that's why he's driving. Well, this is, Jesus. It's so much driving. Oh, that's Beavers again. Hello, Beavers.
And there's no victim. You understand?
Okay.
So essentially, what I mean, I just want to be clear. I want, because this whole nonsense that you are has to change. This is my whole channel. What I'm about is changing you guys completely. There's no victim.
I mean, with the price of gas right now, $110 ain't even worth fighting. Sup, what I miss from Sendao Q? I have probably Sendao. Again, my deepest condolences for butchering your name, like as like I say to everybody.
I'm free driving down the road, traveling, and I've hurt nobody. But yet now you're going to pull me over. I have to go through the whole intimidation of the gun and the black car with the lights shining on me, and then you're going to make money from this. You make money, but yet I have to sign this, even though it's not an admission to guilt. I won't get a fair shake in court. You don't get a fair shake in court. The judge believes you no matter what. So I don't get a fair shake, and you're making money, and my life's going to be more difficult. But you're making money, bro.
Right,
you're making money.
I've been doing this for a while, so.
You've been doing this to people for a long time.
Well, I know I prevented a lot of accidents.
You prevented accidents? You think by giving me a ticket, you're preventing an accident?
Possibly down the road, sir.
Oh, really? You prevented an accident today.
I could have.
Is that how you justify in your mind the existence you're living?
Maybe it wouldn't be your fault. Maybe some other vehicle would have moved right in front of you at your speed.
Maybe the world will turn to mush tomorrow.
I will say that one type of accident that is very common, not a 10 over that he was going fast enough to be this person, but a very common accident type is when you are going so much faster than the traffic around you that you sneak up on the like because you know you should be checking your mirrors, but like it's like people check their mirrors every 10 to 30 seconds, especially if you're on a very empty road where there's a lot of openness. If somebody is zooming, which again at 10 over he's not that person, but if somebody is zooming, I'm sure you all had it where, you know, you're like, you know, he just kind of like whoom, and you're like, whoa, it kind of scares you a little bit. So you'll get people that don't check behind in their mirrors, and they get lazy mentally, and they'll pull out in front of you, and you can get into an accident that way. It's very common, that one. But again, that's not who he was at 10 over. I mean, he was minorly speeding, but it's obviously the interaction we're after.
Tomorrow we could have a nuclear holocaust. Maybe we should have a border wall. I mean, what are you talking about? I mean, maybe you should get new glasses. Maybe I should get new glasses. Maybe my mom is sick. Maybe she's not. Maybe this road is closed till tomorrow. Maybe it's not. You literally are creating the hatred that people have. I told you, I'm in a hurry to get to my... Dude, you don't have to back away from me, dude. I'm not going to fight you, man. I'm not interested in fighting you. I just want people to understand what you are. This is why I hate cops. This is why I hate them. Because he's making money. He's already said, there's no victim. I wasn't tailgating. Anyone. He just pulled around, gave me a ticket. Let me sign it. Thanks a lot. Hey, thank you so much.
Damn it! Fuck. Susie, thank you for telling me. Thank you. But you know what? I'm glad we experienced that together as a team, you know? Thanks. Thanks much. That's not your fault. What I was going to say is I read the... Okay, so let's go back to where I was. So the cops should have to evaluate people on who has the best sob story. That's what I was saying. So the guy in the back with the widest eye child holding a bowl and saying, "Please, sir, I haven't eaten in a day." I don't know why he's British. I assume it's FTFE with the widest of eyes. Just imagine FTFE holding a bowl, looking sad in the back of the car. I assume he gets beaten as well. No sound. No. I'm back, Anacito. You guys are just behind me by 20 seconds, okay? Back.
I'm glad we pay taxes for this. You could have pulled me over and said, you know what, you're going too fast. Why are you in a hurry?
Mr. Andrat, I had to cough, sir. That's why I muted myself, thank you. The vapes hit hard over here. Hey, I to pimp, you to hoe. How's it going? I recognize that. Wait, do I recognize that avatar? You had a different name at one point, didn't you? But hey, how's it going? Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for joining. Whoa, hello, Frogleg. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you joining and becoming one of the woodcutters. Remember that there is a link to the Discord that I think works. So tell me if it doesn't, everybody. Feel free to leave comments. And that will actually allow you to jump into the Discord if you want. And I think automatically the API should pull... if you've linked your account in Discord with your YouTube account, it'll actually pull that you're a member and automatically give you access to the patrons only chat room, which nobody uses, but I'm listening to if you do. So, typical, you know. Cop cars don't go faster than sound. Hey, listen. Cop cars are amazing. Okay. Hey, Jesse, how you doing?
And I just told you, I'm going to see my dentist.
Thank you, sir.
I'm glad you're making money, Flores.
Mr. Custer, have any questions?
I mean, you've shown what you are. You've shown what this apparatus is. You've shown it yourself. You've proven my point that I keep telling people that this isn't working. I literally will have disdain for you the rest of the day. It's like, because I didn't cause any problems. I wasn't causing any, there's nobody on the road. What time is it, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning? There's nobody out.
7.
Is this not the middle of nowhere? Are we in the...
Is Pikachu not like the cutest cartoon character ever? I mean, let's face it. Like Pokemon or not, Pikachu is adorable. It's just this tiny little like rodent thing that only says its name, which is what like Pokemon do. But you get it.
In the middle of nowhere?
We are in town.
I mean, what town?
In El Centro.
El Centro?
Yes, sir.
And how many people are on the freeway? Very few? Very sparse?
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so here's your document.
I'm so...
Pastor, you have any questions?
Thank God
They
for...
even gave him rosy cheeks, I'm realizing. Like, I'm sure let's face it was part of the character's look. But I'm also realizing they even gave it, like, rosy cheeks. Like, it's almost ridiculous how cute they made the little character.
our tax dollars.
Sorry, I digress.
I'm glad you're making a living.
Thank you, sir.
I'm glad you're making money. You get overtime, don't you, in court?
No, sir. Not if I'm working here.
So what if you're off duty?
Imagine if Chili wasn't speeding, Anacita says.
Then you get called to court.
That'd be up to the court, sir.
Overtime, right?
All right,
Double
sir.
pay.
You have a safe drive.
Yep.
Be careful.
Yep. He's making money. As long as he's making money. As long as he's making money, things are great. Things are swell. I just didn't have my cruise control set. God bless it. What a jerk. What? So he has a okay. So here's the other thing. He talks about it here, and hopefully we get there. It's a long stream, but you know, he has a lane holder system, but he uses it like it's a fucking Tesla. Like he talks about how, oh, don't worry, brother, my car's set to lane hold, so I don't need to like touch the steering wheel. Which, if anybody who's used a lane hold car, like lane hold is actually fantastic. If you've got a nice clean highway with really visible lines, I don't know what kind of voodoo magic they're using, but there's obviously a very basic AI that just detects the lines and just kind of guides the car down the middle. But it's not so you take yourself away from the equation. It's so that you can like, it's for momentary, like, you know, you can be like, oh, you know,
you know, and you don't have to, like, you can have like those momentary lapses in having to keep it, like, it's not made so you can sit there and film yourself. And the other thing is, if you bump the edges of the line, it'll shake the steering wheel. And if you bump 2 or 3 times on most cars, it'll disconnect the lane hold. So it's just kind of crazy. Like, I was like, is he driving a Tesla? And even then, Tesla's new thing is they have this is crazy. I read this the other day, guys. When you're using the new Teslas, if you have full self-driving beta, there's a camera that watches your face and uses facial recognition, and it detects if you become too distracted while you're on full self-driving. And if you take your eyes off the road and you're not paying enough attention, it dings you and disconnects the self-driving for distracted driving. And after 5 such events in like a 1-year period, it takes you out of full driving beta, full self-driving beta, whether or not you've actually even paid for the $6,000 extra package. You just lose it because you're not allowed to use self-driving because you weren't staying alert and with hands on the wheel and looking at the roadway. And I even read an article where recently somebody testing it, like an auto person, his wife had the 5th one it was in a 9-month period between 2 drivers. And it was because there was kids in the back and she was trying to find the right road to turn down. Or she was looking at, I think, to do navigating. And it was like, it detected that she was distracted and it disconnected, and they got an email that said you've lost full self-driving. So interesting, right?
What a jerk. And what he does,
well, Tesla tries to use full optical, but I believe that they've finally realized that using optical alone is a huge problem and they need the radar again. So my understanding is they're starting to include radar in the newer designs again, I believe, like using optical and radar. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But anyways.
Just lines it all out.
He was 19 over? Oh, that's fucking ripping. That's like, what is that? What's the math on that? Let's see here. 19 mph into kph. 30 kilometers an hour over. I mean, that's not nothing. I'm not saying I don't do it occasionally, but I'm also ready to get a ticket when I do. Like, I'm in full acknowledgement that if cop pulls me over, I'll have a hell of a time talking my way out of it. Look how fucking angry he is. Holy shit, his jaw's cocked out.
So do you see how you have to have your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance on a card? Because you're not going to be ready. What do? I walk up and I film cops all the time. No, I do that all the time. You're still disoriented. You still aren't. You still have adrenaline spikes. You have to have your driver's license registered.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that 1729. I'll go back to that, but he was shaking like a leaf. Like, watch this. That's why he had to put the camera down at one point, because he was just vibrating. Watch. Now, he was doing something, but even when he wasn't, there's moments where he's holding it, like, and he's just shaking the whole time, like.
That's my license, insurance, proof of registration.
See, he's just shaking. And you compare that to, like, here, where now he's literally driving again. I don't even think it's that shaky now.
Registration, proof of insurance, all on the laminated card. And then it doesn't matter.
I mean, shit, the car's moving right now, and it's barely as shaky.
So people are like, oh, you know, I can talk my way out of it. You just saw, I was nice to him. I invoked my Fifth Amendment right. And then I said, you could give me a warning. There's nobody on the road. He couldn't do that.
This video gets so much better. I know what you're talking about. Where is it? It's right here. Oh, we'll jump there soon. I'm his ear. It's like you've seen it, eh? Oh my God.
That's the whole problem. We don't live in a system that's based on safety, peace officers. We live in a system that's based on...
Jesse, are you back there hate watching? Hey, are you one of the people hate watching? Guy goes live, he has 500 people watching, and he's like, I've got 500 people watching. It's like there's 300 of us just being like, you're such a loser. He's got 200 actual fans and the 300 of us that are just sitting there just like scowling. It's funny, we're helping make this animal possible. That's what's sad about it.
How much money can we get out of this guy? And you see that? He gave me a break. He only charged me for 10 miles over instead of the 19 miles an hour over.
Man, I'm telling you, Google knew Jesse, you didn't even get away from it. Google held that as for review. It knew, the AI knew what you were up to. That's crazy, eh?
Radar. Just proves my point. Just proves my point. Just so, it's just...
Oh, we approved it. Don't worry, Jesse. But I'm saying it like the AI, I didn't add AZZ to like restricted words. The AI decides like if you're trying to like skirt, because let's face it, people find fun ways of writing words. But the AI learns those words and eventually is like, I know it, because it uses context, like the words preceding and like preceding it and God, what's the word for after it other than just saying after it? But you get what I mean? Post-seeding? That's okay. So let's just move forward. See, this is why I'm taking the Brainy off the name. I've decided that I smoke too much cannabis. We just need to move forward with our lives.
There's no victim. I mean, just let me show you guys how much traffic is on the road.
Wait till there's no traffic, Chili. Whoa! Whoa, fuck, there's a car right there. Hold on. We better switch the camera for it. Hold the phone even. What in the fuck, Chili? Chili, you're literally surrounded by cars. You said, look at, there's literally nobody on the road, and he's got a car beside him, and 2 cars eating up both lanes in front of him. And then, not to mention, like, at highway speed, if you're doing 30 over, think about it. He's what, like, 3 seconds behind those cars in front of him? If they slam the brakes on all of a sudden? Does he even have time to stop his vehicle? If they suddenly were just to slam... Now, if he's paying attention, that shouldn't happen. You gotta look beyond, but yeah. Baked Beaver? It'd be like Baked Alaskan? Oh my god. Oh man, that's a demonetized word. You gotta stay away from that on YouTube. You just put in hashtag Baked Alaska, and you'll probably be like, the video will be automatically put demonetized.
That's how much traffic.
If anybody doesn't know, Baked Alaska is a controversial figure who was present inside, I believe, the U.S. Parliament, or like Congress, or whatever, the building that got fucking sieged. And so, you know, he doesn't exist on YouTube anymore.
On the road right now. This is how populated the roads are right now. There's no
you mean like you're 1.5 seconds behind the car in front of you? And for the record, look at, you guys can't see my mouse, so I can't really point on the screen, but you see between the cars, that's another car. Like, so you're telling me you have a checkerboard of cars on the highway with you, and there's literally like nobody on these roads. He's delusional.
even out. And so for what do I need to pay?
Yeah, Joyous, an insurrectionist, I agree. I don't think that should be political, personally. I think that if everybody should be upset about that, but I definitely am not going to start talking politics. That's, first of all, it's not my country, so I don't want to offend people, and second of all, it's just such a cesspool conversation, let's face it. Let's just keep it, you know what I mean? You guys have fun, but I just, you know, fuck that.
Pay a huge fine.
Fuck that.
Just so frustrating.
No, Joyous, you're fine. You're fine. I love having a good conversation. I'm just saying, like, people know me, I will touch and go on the subject. I will literally, like, I let the wheels hit the ground, and then I go, okay, Tower, that was fun. We're gonna loop back around, you know, like.
Starting route to Casa Grande.
I'm a little bit late, so.
He's so upset about being late, and then he does this bullshit, which we're gonna have to jump to at some point here. Let's get there.
Just so frustrating. It just aligns perfectly with everything I've been saying, which is that we don't have a system that's based on serving people. We have a system that's based on punishing people. It doesn't matter if there's a victim or not. How's everybody doing? Roll call.
Beaver.
Hit the number 1 button. Do me a favor. Before that, I've been in a fantastic mood. I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning this morning. I'm heading over to see my dentist, get these teeth, these teeth that come in and out. I'm gonna get implants put into my teeth here. So I'm gonna get my teeth fixed. So I'm gonna dedicate to doing that. I'm gonna get my teeth fixed. That's what I wanna do. So let me know where you guys are watching from. And I woke up this morning and I was just kind of in a hurry to get out the door. So I just threw this shirt on and I just kept going because I gotta just keep going no matter what. But what good did it do to...
He doesn't stop, guys.
What good did it do to give me a ticket when there's nobody around? There's nobody around. It's just, here, let me just show you. That's how many people are on the road. Boy, it's a good thing you're here, you jackboot thug. Thanks, Pandyland. Thanks for joining, I appreciate it. What's up, Cope Dog? Cope Dog is in the house. What's going on, Cope Dog?
I bet you he's speeding again, too.
Anybody else in here? What's going on? I'm not going to let it get
Frankly, he's lucky the chick in front of him gets pulled over before he does, because he probably would have got another ticket. Oh, that would have been so fucking awesome. Oh, language, I'm sorry. I'll try. That would have been so awesome. That would have been so funny if he got another ticket. Think about it. He would have been, oh man, you would have seen neck veins.
Down. I'm just going to move forward. I realize I'm going to have to fight the ticket. Now, the last ticket I got in California, my mom had a stroke and I didn't get to face the ticket, so I just had to take the L. On this one, I'm not just going to take the L. I'm going to try to fight it. But Flores is making money. He's making money. Bring a pizza, David. What's going on, Playboy? What's going on? I know it, tribe. I know it. I do not submit to their jurisdiction. We're going to see what happens. I'll just have to play it out. Nice, Pandyland. Amazing. Super happy to hear that. Super happy to hear that. You guys, so everybody let me know where you guys are watching from. Hit the like button. If you guys are watching this tomorrow or the next day.
Here, we can, how long we've been streaming here? We've been going an hour. Let's jump forward a little bit here. We'll get...
Saved me. He saved me from myself. Let me just show you. I was doing 7 miles fast.
Does anybody else notice that he just breaks laws while streaming? Because first of all, he's holding his phone. I don't think that's legal in any way, shape, or form. Not only is he controlling it to have a live stream, but he's literally holding it. How else is he getting this shot?
Faster
Look
than
at
this. I was, according to his radar, I was doing 89. Man, now I'm doing 82.
But Chili, my guy, we don't have any evidence of this at all. Like, we're just using your word.
So I'm still over the speed limit. I guess you're not quite killing people at 82. I guess no one's dying at 82. No, he's good at taking orders. I mean, he's good at just doing his job. He was good at that. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy?
He's doing the same thing that every person does when they're speeding. You're zipping along, you're thinking, fuck, I'm making great time. And then you get your ticket. And you're like, my ass hurts now. And then you drive slower for the next while. And to be honest with you, you drive slower probably for the next little while because it sucks to get a ticket. That was the whole point, Chili. Chili, congratulations. Welcome to the purpose of the ticket. The idea is to correct your behavior in the future. And the best way to do that is clearly to separate people from their money. Now, does it suck? Yes. And is it kind of a tax for the poor in some ways? A little bit, because rich, you know, like when you're making $500 to $1,000 a day or something and you get a $200 ticket, it's whatever. You know, plus the extra tax implications that, you know, if you're making enough money, and unless they're going to take your actual license away, it's like a tax to speed. So there is that. But in general, even people that are wealthier, they don't really like having to, like, they didn't get money by being frugal or being, sorry, that's the opposite, but being, spending their money everywhere. They got it by holding on to it tightly. And there's one thing they hate, it's giving money to somebody for nothing and getting nothing in return, because we all do. So it's, the whole point is to change your behavior, Chili. Congratulations, it worked. I'm glad you saw how the system works. 100 viewers in here. My God, if you haven't hit the like button, please do me a favor. Just, I'm gonna borrow a like from you. Gotta borrow a like. Just listen, hit that like button down there. If you don't want to take, you can take it back when you're done. But for now, just touch that like button and I'm just gonna borrow it for now, okay? And then it, if you don't feel like taking it back, just leave it there. Maybe I'll hold on to it for you. Does this mean I've officially paid for Beaver? Oh, Chibi Peach. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. Arizona Jeep Girl, I think you were the other $10 donation, if I'm not mistaken. Man, why does that not hold on to that in my stream's information? Where was it? Was it Arizona Jeep Girl? I'm sure it was Arizona Jeep Girl. Or was it, who was the other $10 donation? But listen, here's the point. The point is, like, you have no idea what I will do for $10 at this point, okay? When Beaver gets hungry, that's probably true in a lot of cases, metaphorically or not. if they don't hit the like button, they are Chili fans. There you go. Everybody listen to Jessie. Jessie knows what she's talking about.
What is up?
Hey, Chibi, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That's $10 is actually a big deal around here to me. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And to Bella for the donation memberships, all the existing members, patrons, and I believe it was Arizona Jeep Girl that did the other donation, but I have to. Oh man, why does it not hold it here? It's supposed to give me what happened right here. Anyways, I'll figure that out in a bit.
Playboy. Man, I just want to make sure I keep an eye out the back. So if a piggy comes running up.
Oh, where I failed on that was thank you to the people that, people not sitting on a cushion, as would say in, what is it, Knight's Tale? All the other people in here also are amazing. Thank you. I don't want people to think we're elitists around here.
Make sure that he creates a victim out of me, causes me fines, and what's up, Scrubzilla?
Beware
Greg,
the balding beaver.
What's going on? My car's
Hey. This is the Star Wars Rebel symbol. Thank you. I did this on purpose. This is curated this way. Okay, this is not a coincidental situation. I'm really into Star Wars.
self-driving, so I'm just letting it just stay in the lane that it's in. My other hand's here, my other hand's holding my phone, because my car will just drive itself. It'll just stay within the lanes, and I don't have to do very much. Thank you, Cynthia, for joining.
FTFE raid, come on in, guys. Pull up a seat. Paul Bettany.
Pretty low.
Yeah, Paul Bettany did great in that part.
Subscription to Chuck Bronson. Chuck Bronson is my only
I butchered the line.
subscribe to. Chuck Bronson. That's my guy.
Jesus
Love
Christ.
that guy.
Hey, I am not approved by my wife to shave the actual head down with a Bic yet. Okay, when the day comes, we will do it. But for now, I trim aggressively, okay? And then that's why I've gotten to the trimmed look. But, oh my God, thank you very much, NANA. That's 666660 NANA, calling in the mark of the goddamn beast around here. The flat earthers and extremely religious alike will be appalled with you, NANA. But listen, that is a big-ass deal. I haven't been streaming much lately, but that's like more than I made streaming all month last month. So right there in that one donation. So I do appreciate it. You have no idea what that kind of stuff means to me. And thank you very much. Honestly, I really appreciate it. Let's keep moving with Chili here because we're getting to the good shit. Jesse's holding her shit down here because she knows what's coming, okay? It's just, yeah, let's do it. Let's get up closer.
Advice or what the prognosis would be to solve prohibition. What do you think it would be? What do you guys think they said? What do you think the Wickersham Commission said? Now, as you know, alcohol is going to be made legal again, signed into effect by, I believe, Franklin Delano Roosevelt with the 21st Amendment in 1933. But what do you think George Wickersham, and it could be a different name. So what do you think Wickersham's recommendation was? Was it George? Thank you. So what do you think Wickersham's advice to government was after doing a 3-year study? What's up, Chuck? What do you think the advice was? Anybody? I don't want to leave you hanging for too long. They said double down, arrest more people. Do not decriminalize alcohol. Keep on arresting people. That's what the advice of the people who ran the Wickersham Commission was. Double down on punishing people for alcohol. Well, eventually, the legislators who are supposed to represent us, eventually, they get together and they're like, oh man, another copper, another copper. And this is going to be Techline versus Danforth. I have every right to pull over. And since I'm a little bit pissed off, I'm just going to let him know. Man, good thing for him. Good thing for him. Thank God we have him. Dude, thank God. Yes. Got her. Way to go, copper. Way to go. Good job, bro. You got her. Nice job. You are the man, copper. She's out here in the desert driving and you got her? Way to go, man. Dude, you got her. You got her ticket, dude. Get some money for yourself. Way to go, brother. Maybe you can go to court on your off time and get overtime pay. Way to go. You must feel like a real champion. Is he giving you a ticket? Is he giving you a ticket? Good thing for you. Listen, there's hardly anybody out here. I mean, once in a while, a car.
Yeah, he's an idiot. And I may have skipped the part where he talks about how his car stays between the lanes because, of course, we were moving along. But, yeah, Ginger Lebret, yeah, he absolutely talks about his car like it's a full self-driving car. And unless you're driving a Tesla, there's like I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe there's anybody out there that has even like, you know, Tesla's quote unquote full self-driving, which is questionable sometimes.
car passes.
I'm a fan of it. I just, you know, to say it's full, like ready for the road is, I don't know. Tell that to the people who it tried to drive under a transport on a cloudy day and sheared the top of the car off.
But they got you out here, bro. Thank God you're here, huh? You can try that, but I'm a constitutional law scholar. Tech
That's
line
fucking
versus
funny.
Danforth, 1943.
Oh my God,
I
that
have
comment. He told him my 3.5 pound chihuahua had more balls than him and was more alpha than him. I'm surprised I'm not blocked. That's funny. Hey, listen, no, he stopped blocking people. I'm pretty sure he started not blocking people, and the reason behind that, and he unblocked like everybody, and I think it was because he realized that he was actually taking an analytical hit from it. And he wasn't being pushed as crazy as he was before. And it's because he had been blocking so many people that there wasn't as many people interacting and arguing in his chat. So honestly, he like apparently recently he unblocked everybody. So I don't think he's actually got a lot of people blocked anymore, other than maybe some bots and spammers, right? So. But that also could be bullshit. So.
every right to stop anywhere I want in the United States of America, and if you do it, I will sue your ass personally for malicious prosecution.
Oh my God.
That's against my rights.
Oh, God,
Call
so
for
funny.
backup. There's a guy with a camera. There's a guy with a camera. Call for backup, piggy. I can't stand these filthy pigs. I'm really sorry they're giving you a ticket.
You never got unblocked, so he's a liar then. He unblocked but is now reblocking. Oh man. He's just gotta learn to get a thick skin. Let him argue. It's drive as long as they're not saying things that are egregiously bad, like Jim Lotus here at the beginning, then you just don't need to hide them. You just let them talk because they're just kind of digging themselves a conversation with all of your fans, which never goes well for anybody that's coming into a pit of people that are enjoying what they're watching. And then whether they're right or wrong. And then, of course, you know, they're actually driving the comment because everybody starts, you don't know what you're talking about. And it starts driving it forward. So he's not really helping himself. He won't stop, though, Mr. Twitch. Mr. Twitch.
I can't stand them. So just so you know, this is the 1943 case of Techline versus Danforth. What that says is that I can stop anywhere I
That
want.
poor girl. She's like, oh, my God, look at that face. How long do I have to smile at this guy before he shuts the hell up? She's pulling her hair and everything. This is too comical, actually. Like, that could be a poster.
Free to travel anywhere I want, anytime I want.
That's the smile of somebody who's awkward, feeling awkward.
These filthy pigs, though, what they do is they pull you over for no reason. They pull you over for no good reason. And so now you're going to have to pay a higher insurance premium, right?
What kind of car was that?
You've never been pulled over before? The man,
It's just a Honda.
I'm free to travel anywhere I want, anytime I want.
Okay.
You do, dude. This is your life. This is what you do. This is your whole thing, bro. Thank God for you, dude. I'm so grateful you exist. Without you here, dude, she would have probably killed somebody. You have saved the day today, piggy. You have saved the day.
I mean, and this goes for 18-year-old boys too, but like 18, 19, 20-year-old drivers, I mean, there's a good chance she might have killed somebody anyways. Speed or no speed, like well, including herself, it's more likely to be herself, let's face it. And that is not a sex-based thing. I would have said the same about an 18-year-old boy, because I was 18 once, and now I know why car companies don't like renting to 18-year-olds, because we're goddamn idiots.
Hey, man, you feel safer? Do you feel safer?
Is she
Good
recording
thing for
him?
you, piggy. Huh? You do.
She
You
had her
have-
phone up in a way that was, I just want to see it.
Do you feel safer? Good thing for you, piggy. Good thing for you.
Interesting.
Let me see your phone shoes. What's that? Oh, you are watching. There it is. Oh, sorry about that. What's your name?
He's stalled out at about 42,000 subscribers, though.
My name is Chili.
My name is Chili De Castro.
Okay, Piggy, I gotta go. I gotta go see the dentist. Well, I mean, you're making. You want to make sure she goes home safe, right? I mean, you're not gonna. I mean, you don't kill him till the night. You don't. You guys don't typically murder people till the night.
No, she's flirting? You think so? We got Jesse up here thinks that, hold on. So the hair twist, she looked it up and he gets her number and they're flirting with each other. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough, yeah. Hey, listen, I don't know women like a woman would, so.
And then you murder people like crazy. But this is your life, dude. Where's the victim here? Is there a victim anywhere around? Where's the victim? I mean, the victim's right there. That's the victim. You made the victim, brother. You created the victim. And you're. Oh no, what I do is I travel the country suing cops. That's what I do for a living. No, because you guys are tyrants. There's no check.
Well, I mean, unless he got the, I mean, the thing is he gets, I'll take your beaver. Nice. Mr. Twitch, we got to be careful what we're talking about in the chats. I don't know what's happening up there. Everybody make sure they're being mindful of each other and respectful. If it's wanted communication, then have at it. Everybody's big boys and girls around here.
Checks and balances. If there was checks and balances, then you guys wouldn't be such tyrants. But there's no one looking over your shoulder. Oh, I'm always looking over your shoulder. Yeah, but we don't get access to the cameras. You guys keep it from us. Give me your card. Do you want to try to have an interview? What's your name?
ID 18464.
Okay, so then.
Phone number to my office 760-540-0294.
540.
Well, he actually laughs. It's funny. I am back. It's funny you mentioned that. It's funny how people think calling cops pigs bothers them when it don't. Being calling them in that sense, I was a kid. Oh, I've been calling them. Yeah, but so the thing is, at one point he calls him a pig, and he just like laughs. He like smiles. He like cocks his head and like almost giggles a bit. At one point, I noticed it was funny.
My lieutenant has kept McNamara.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I'm just. Right, but where's the accountability? Who's the person looking over the captain? Who's looking over his shoulder? So then you have an allegiance to rankings instead of the Constitution. That right? You have to do what the chief says, right?
You probably know more than me.
I do know more than you. I'm just helping you. But thank God you got her. I mean, thank God you got her. I mean, I wanted to pull over and thank you, Piggy. Thank God you're here. Thank God for you, dude. I mean, look, tell me what else you're doing. You're making money, you filthy pig, and this woman's the victim of you. You're the problem. You're the problem in our society. It's all you, dude. You are the problem. I mean, you literally are a pig, a welfare recipient, making money off the people of this country. No, you're a pig. You don't got to worry. There's 500 people watching. I'm not going to attack you, bro. You don't got. No, go. Oh, for officer safety, right? From what? Terry versus Ohio. Right. From Terry versus Ohio.
Very educated.
Oh no, I actually am. Here's your ticket, ma'am. Here's your ticket. Here's your ticket. Go ahead, Piggy. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Oh, you're scared. Trust me, you are scared. Without the badge and gun, you'd be terrified of me, bro. You'd be dead set scared of me. Guarantee it, dog. Guarantee it.
That's the thing that's funny too. He always like has to. Don't worry. If you, I would emaciate you if you were not wearing that outfit and you were doing this to me. He always. He's like, it's that little dog syndrome where the dog comes up and is like, oh, I'm a big boy. Oh, I'm angry. Oh, I'm a big boy. It's like, you got this tiny little dog and you're like, hey, buddy, you want a pet? And he's like, holy shit, he runs away. And the guy, did you see him? He swung at me. And then 2 seconds later, oh, rough, I'll defend everything, you son of a bitch.
There's no victim, dude. Let her go. Oh, as soon as she signs off, you got to road pirate her. Good for you, Piggy.
I hate to see some of the coppers in latex.
Hey.
He's going, listen, that's the best joke you could ever pull on Chili. Like one day Chili gets like a dance gram or something at his door, and it's just some like little dance crew of police, and like, you know, very tight outfits. The guys will look great though. Just full disclosure, okay? That's the point.
Hey, you know what? That's another fine you can get for the state.
And by the way, I don't hate. If that's how you make your money, you rock that shit. Fuck, you wear that shit so tight, it's about to burst. Just, you know, just own it. You know, that's what it's about. 10-pound dog, I'm more scared of her. I have a 10-pound dog. Hey, listen, that's like Unirock. He'd go for vape cartridge walks, and he'd be like, halfway there's always this little dog. He's like, hey, get out of here, dog. And you can hear like, there's like this tiny little dog. He's always threatening to kick it. And it was just, that was back in the Periscope days. You know, Periscope.
Bro, another fine. Good for you. Good for you. Congratulations, Piggy. Congratulations. I'm gonna grab a flyer out of my car. Just so you know, I'm going to grab a flyer so you don't get scared.
Emaciate is an adjective, not a verb. You can't emaciate something. You probably mean decimate. I mean, I probably wanted to say decimate, but I definitely said emaciate. But now that you say it, adjective, emaciated. Yeah, but like you would say that a person was emaciated if they were like super skinny. Adjective is an verb is it's just fuck you and your goddamn grammar. Listen, okay? I know a verb is a action word, I believe. I'm not having a great mental day lately, so let's just emasculated? No, we were talking about something different at that point. He was talking about beating a person up. And yes, decimated would have been the right choice of word. I agree.
Oh, you're scared, right?
Yeah,
I know you are. Trust me. I know you are.
Oh,
I know you are.
Like teams get, yes, that's emaciated. Yes, you nailed it.
I know that for a fact. I'm getting a flyer for the girl, not for
Dave, I'm kidding. Anyways, it's fun. My wife would have absolutely shredded me if she heard me say something that was grammatically wrong. So this is the life I live, and I love it. So it's okay.
Right.
Oh, we got 99 people in here and only 89 likes.
Good thing
There's
for
a
that
few
piggy, man.
of you.
Whoa, he's
Well, that
here
might not be
saving
true,
the
actually.
day.
Oh no, that has to be true.
Good thing for him.
Technically, some of you haven't hit the like
It's a
button.
good thing for that pig.
Oh, we're so close to 100 likes. We can do this, everybody. I believe in us.
Fuck
that's-
him. Fucking pig.
Hey, come on. Let's keep the language down. I'm the only other one around to swear around here.
Out here being a parasite. Out here stealing from people.
I mean, cute
that's
girl,
my
though.
Flyer. You want to invoke your Fifth Amendment right? Don't answer any questions. None. Just show him when it says I answer questions. Just invoke your Fifth. Sign your ticket so he can make some money. Sign some. He's making. Who's the victim again? Where's the victim at, sir? Where's it at? Where's it at, Piggy? Where's the victim? Where's the victim? Where's the victim?
Yeah, there it is. That's it right there. I'm sure. Look at. He laughs at him. He laughs. Watch.
None. Just show him when it says I answer questions. Just invoke your Fifth.
Here, watch this.
Sign your ticket so he
Right
can
here.
make some money. Sign some. He's making. Who's the victim again? Where's the victim at, sir? Where's it at? Where's it at, Piggy?
Right here, Piggy. Watch.
Where's the victim? Where's the?
Oh my God, that's a smile. It's a bit of a what the F, like, just because he's having a hard time understanding how somebody can be such a douche. But at the same time, he's absolutely, that's a smile too. He's smirking.
The victim? Where's the victim? See, you create me, brother. You create me. You create me. You create this.
Yeah, exactly. Does Chili think the copper has a bank account with the ticket's revenue? They seem to think that, yeah, I mean, I guess the idea is that any money that the state takes in is against, yeah, you're right. Although, I will say this, in some police, there has been, like, if you watch John Oliver, there has been communication about how, in some states, they've made it so, like, any additional money that they, like, collect off people, because, like, sir, do you have any extra money in here? And it's like, I have $2,000 in the glove compartment. And they, like, take the money and say it's, oh, they were going to buy drugs with it. And then they, like, don't have to give it back. And that's, like, depends on the state and stuff. And there's a whole John Oliver, if you want to go watch, there's on the Last Week Tonight on their channel, there's a whole episode that you can watch on that from several years back. But in those cases, it was like the police department had a room in the office, like in a few police departments, where they had like margarita machines and like vibrating leather chairs for when they were like, you know, hanging out at the office and stuff. And it was all bought by this money that they were confiscating off of people on the highway. And so, of course, the problem was that you had all these people complaining that they had money illegally taken from them and they claimed it was for drugs. And of course, that was their ability to take the money. So the problem is when the police do directly benefit, you end up with that conflict of interest again. So that's the only case where they're, you know, it does, if they're getting benefit from it, it leads to conflict. But in most cases, they're not getting any benefit from it. They're just doing their job. However, we all get those like memos where they're like, oh, every police officer should be handing out at least X many tickets a day. And then of course, you know, they trump that around and say, look, they're generating revenue, I guess.
Dude,
I mean, cities are ran, a lot of times the police force is ran by the local city, so they're trying to generate the revenue to pay for the police that they're policing the community with. So it's kind of like a big circular thing. If they're not collecting it from the drivers, they'll have to tax everybody more for policing as well. So it's not like you're either going to fork it over out of one hand or you're going to fork it over out of the other. So the way they see it is we might as well correct bad behavior and get the extra money from the people who are breaking the laws, instead of having to tax all of the young families who are following the laws. So it's encouragement. It's just encouragement. And NANA for 666, before we get back to the video here, I was having issues with my PC and myself. I forgot why I wanted to super chat. So I was having issues with my PC and myself. I forgot why I wanted to super chat. So hail Satan. You put hell Satan, but hail Satan, because 6.66, $6.66. Thank you very much. And listen, there has been enough super chats to activate the American money meme. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Okay, so first we'll get back to Chile. Okay,
create this. Now, if I didn't have to go to the dentist, I would. Are you done, Piggy? Did you give her money? Did you get her money? Did you get her money?
It's gonna have to be 6 feet on the shoulder.
Well, I'm talking to her right now. I'm having a conversation.
You might want to do it on this side.
I don't have to do it right there. Techline versus Danforth says I have the right to travel anywhere in the United States of America, and you can't impede that right, pig. Now take off. There's 500 people, 411 people watching. Why don't you take care, Piggy? Thanks for ruining her day. What's that? How many tickets did he give you? This is your life, brother. This is your life. This is your life.
well, yeah, and civil asset forfeiture would be probably present in most places. I think the issue that started to occur was simply that they were directly benefiting, like that's fine if they're legally taking money for civil forfeiture and stuff on things that were meant, money that was meant for crimes. I'm fine with that. The problem was that the police department was directly gaining. So like the more money that they got from civil forfeiture, the more toys that they were buying with it, and literally toys. Like they weren't buying things for the police force, they were buying margarita machines and leather chairs and big screen TVs for their break room. So, it was actually giving them incentive to try to seize more money, because if they get enough money, they can get that, I think they had pinball machines, and basically they were funding their party room with money they were taking from drivers. And so there was a little bit of an investigation, I think, in the end. I can't quite remember, but that's the issue. Here, but while we've got this up, I will bring in this right here, and we're gonna listen. This is to the donations. Good night, you beautiful bastards, sexy people. Thank you for coming, Jesse. And I'm sorry I didn't get. Well, Chili's almost done. We're gonna recognize the donations here for 1 second though first, okay? So for people who don't know, this is what we do when we receive enough American donations, because we need to represent the American ducats. I here have Canadian rubles, so I do not take part in this. There wasn't any Canadian dollar donations today, but if there was, you don't count, okay? I'm sorry. Listen, we have to pay homage to our American overlords, okay, if you will. Thank you very much. Anyways, continuing forth.
$1.83 American. What are we gonna get with that?
Now, if y'all don't know, this is a long enough clip that I have to pause it, and because I don't like copyright problems.
That exchange rate. Fine.
So this is what your American money is going to compared to my Canadian rubles. Not that bad, but
Cared for anything else?
I think we're good.
it's about the memes. A nickel. You see this?
I quit.
That's right.
I opened my own hotel.
Fucking American nickel. God damn it, we're gonna open our own hotel with that nickel. So this is that is my homage. Thank you very much for the American ducats. And we'll finish back with Chili and his pullover here.
This is your whole life, dog.
Let me go.
This is your life, dude. This is your life. This is what you've amounted to. What's that? I'll walk you through it. You keep that, text me, and I'll tell you. Okay. Good luck. Sorry this happened to you. I'm sorry this happened to you. All right, Piggy. I'm gone, bud. Oh, because I have things to do. Could you imagine that? I did give her a trifold. That's what I did. It just makes me sick. I gave her a trifold. I had one in the car. I had one in the car ready to go.
Give her a trifold, bro. It's in his chats. It's funny. Give her a trifold, bro. I did give her a trifold.
I'm still on time.
She
I'll
is
still make the
not
dentist on time,
contacting
but
him. I don't know. Hey, listen, Courtney Dobbs. Jesse thought that chick had the hots for him. So let's put it to a vote here. That's what we're gonna have to do. Okay, we're gonna have to put a vote. Did she dig Chili DeCastro? I think maybe I butchered his name. Yes, no. Ask the community. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back just to remind people. We're gonna just see the first interaction, the moment that love struck these two. Okay. Right here. Right here. Here's the moment that love struck, you know?
time pay. Way to go. It's in my right.
Come on, get in her window. Oh, there you
free
go.
to travel anywhere I want, anytime I want. These filthy pigs.
Oh,
though,
you aren't looking
what
at
they
me.
do is they pull you over
That's
for
a good
no
look
reason.
too. Don't worry. I'm sexy as well.
They're giving you a ticket. I can't. Let's kidnap her. Huh? Huh? You can see it on Delete Lawz. You're live right now. There's 350 people watching. Go to YouTube and go to Delete Lawz. Copper! This is your life, bro. This is your whole life. This is what you do, dude. This is your life. This is what you do.
That's so funny.
This is your whole
I didn't
thing,
quite catch that part, I guess, before. He was like, hey, baby, come on, check it out. You're live now.
bro. Thank God for you, dude. You're gonna save the day.
Come on, let's get back into interaction here. Come on, these two lovebirds need to talk it out. Anyways.
Oh no,
All right, I don't know quite where we were. I think he was over here where he'd just gotten back to his car, didn't he? Or had he left her? Guys, help me out. Had he left? He's about to leave.
I'm still on time.
Yeah, he
I'll
got
still
in his
make
car,
the
that's
dentist
right.
On time, but it just pisses me off. I just can't stand it. I just can't stand it. It just drives me absolutely crazy. You know, you have a beautiful girl there. She's driving along. She's doing 85 is what she told me.
Well, that
or
wasn't
something
supposed
like
to
that.
happen.
And she hasn't created any victims. There's no victim. She's not tailgating someone. She hasn't caused a disturbance on the road. She hasn't done anything wrong. And that filthy pig drives around. Let me put my seatbelt on. That filthy pig drives around.
For the Beaver bifold brochure, Bass here. Thanks, but Bass here. Oh man, I've looked at this before. I think it's funny. Open image in a new tab. I'm telling you right now, Buddy has like one of the funniest. It's a picture of a goddamn bass. Like, and in fact, wow, I've never noticed, but you have a fish tank full of humans, like scuba diving humans or something. And then there's just this bass at the desk, like, and he's leaned on the table like he's ready to like represent you. And the name is Bass here. So I want to give props to like original ideas like that because that is badass. That's pretty awesome, honestly. Like that's a good imagination. Good job. So it's recognizing good stuff when it happens. Oh, beavers, they're there again.
And what he does is
Hey, thank you for the $4.99 bass. I really appreciate it.
Is to make you the victim of the state. And they wonder why we hate them. They wonder why so many people follow this channel. You wonder why.
I think that's like, I mean, you typically people put like things like fishing rods and shit in there, but anyways, that's his little, obviously this little homemade, you know, extra storage room contraption on the top of his vehicle there.
Why we've started a movement to change this. This is the reason why. It just drives me crazy because there's absolutely no reason to ticket her. There was no reason to give her a ticket. They just gave me a ticket, you know, 30 minutes ago. And so what does that do? That creates me. That made me. You follow what I'm saying to you?
You made me what I am
you
today.
Don't have a right to. It's going to go to the 1913 case of Hendrick versus Maryland. Is it 1913 or 1915? I'm pissed, and so my dyslexia, when I get pissed, it kind of goes in overdrive. So I believe it was the 1915 case of Hendrick versus Maryland, because the Model T Ford is going to come out in 1920. And so when you study Hendrick versus Maryland,
like the Batman villain,
H-E-N-D-R-I-C-K, Hendrick versus Maryland, I'm pretty sure that's going to be 1915. Pretty sure someone can fact check me on that.
Oh, it's for his timeline board. He's always showing some Beck Z S says Bex S. That makes sense because he's got his like roll up boards and trifolds and yeah, you're right. You nailed it. He's got those billboards.
And what Hendrick versus Maryland actually institutes is they're going to use a part of the Constitution. I believe it's going to be the necessary and proper clause. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the part of the Constitution that they're going to mention in Hendrick versus Maryland. Again, I haven't read Hendrick versus Maryland in several years, but this is where we get each state can create its own agency for traffic enforcement, and this is going to go under the policing powers that are given to Congress, and those policing powers are going to extend into the state policing power. And in Hendrick versus Maryland, you have to know the case. What it allows is each and every, plus, you know, seeing that babe pulled over, like an absolute drop.
That must have been a drop in signal on his part.
Dead dreamboat, and it's just, you know, I guess we still have this kind of,
yeah.
Still have it because I was raised in such a small town in Alaska. I still have this small town mentality where you do covet women. You covet them and you covet their.
Okay, let's slow him down for this part. This is gonna get cringy.
Their entire sanctity, you know, everything about them, you covet and you want to protect, and you know, it's just the way it is. And so when you see a babe like that one get pulled over, and she's gonna have to go. Now she's wondering. By the way, she said that was the first time she'd ever been pulled over. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. And then,
well, yeah, because she was like goddamn well 18, Chili. Like, so she's probably only had her license for like a year.
And you know, out here in the middle of the desert, these cops have one goal, which is to raise revenue, and that's their whole goal. Am I back in? I hopefully I didn't lose. Hopefully I didn't lose transmission here.
I wanted to be Owen from Disney's Gargoyles. That's awesome.
Drives me back.
Hey, listen, in Chili's America, we don't ticket pretty women. Thank you very much. Hey, ladies, do whatever you want. Seriously, just speed. We covet you.
And I'm still on time for my dentist appointment. I can't wait to get these teeth fixed. You have no idea. But it's just frustrating to see that happen. Just frustrating. It's just frustrating. Maybe that girl was single.
Yeah, full names will come back to haunt you, Bexess. I use like, even like the reason I couldn't, like, it's just like there's certain like things you do, like even like PayPal accounts where you're like, oh, you know, sure, that'll be my PayPal tag. Oh, okay. So you've just data mined yourself by giving people like your date of birth, your like, and then years later when the internet's a much more spooky place and that stuff is a bigger problem, you're like, oh, so like that, you know, like PayPal, like, you know, PayPal, you know, pay me or whatever link is like Dock City. Oh yeah, that's good. Don't use that. And then you can't change it, so you have to literally like close your PayPal account and open a new one. Good Lord.
I mean, it takes a pretty extraordinary woman to go out with me because I am so intense. You know, she's got to be pretty tough to hang with me. It's just the way it is. So, it just hurts, man. It just hurts knowing that their entire existence of policing, which we have to get rid of these terms, law enforcement, cop, policing, it has to go. And we have to change it back to the original agreement.
Yeah, I never knew what meth mouth was, but apparently when you've got, like, there's something in the chemicals of meth that cause your, like, I think your gums recede and shit, and there's, like, some other, there's actually some things where, like, certain chemicals concentrate in your mouth or something like that, and that's why it's not just that they, like, do stupid things or bite down on shit. It's literally, like, there's actually, like, correct me if I'm wrong. If you know more about it than I do, then, you know, obviously, like, yeah, by all means.
And the original agreement's going to go back to 1704. 1704 is going to be the first institution of policing in America.
Hello, Mr. Skits Crasher. Good to see you around. I hope you're having a better day today, sir. And beyond that, yeah, we're going to keep rolling. You are a little late to the party. We've been going for an hour and 40 minutes. We're going to go a little bit longer. Chili's not quite done yet, so we might as well let him finish up here. But yeah, listen, Skits Crasher, love you, buddy. Thanks for coming around. And if you want to chat on the DMs or anything on Discord or anything like that, feel free to reach out. You know how it goes, buddy.
As we eventually will know it to be, and that's going to be the South Carolina slave catchers, which are instituted in obviously.
Stimmed people have zero appetite, so their nutrition goes bad in a hurry. Brainy Beaver, every ingredient in meth by itself is toxic and lethal. Yeah, of course, but I mean, you know, alcohol technically is like ethanol. You know, it's technically poison too. Obviously, some poisons do different things, right? But like, I think it's like something to do with meth. It actually has a chemical thing that it affects your teeth. I'll look it up. So we can let Chili talk.
South Carolina in 1704.
Might be wrong.
And what exactly did the institution of policing do in the United States of America in 1704? Their number one priority was to enforce black codes. And that's how we got the term policing. That's how we got there. 1704, South Carolina slave catchers. Now, everything isn't racist. Obviously, that woman was white. Obviously, I'm light-skinned Colombian. So it's now gone from the...
So it says the extensive tooth decay is likely caused by a combination of drug-induced psychological and physiological changes resulting in dry mouth and long periods of poor oral hygiene. Methamphetamine itself is also acidic. Oh, okay, so that might do it. So, funny study found that the more meth a person used, the worse their tooth decay was. Meth users who are 30 years of age or older, women or cigarette smokers were more likely to have tooth decay and gum disease. Interesting. Meth, also known as speed, ice, glass, and crystal, can be. So Google, this is informational. Thank you, YouTube. Okay, this is an informational point in the stream, and we are not advocating for. Please, don't listen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm required to say this. Don't do drugs. Okay, don't do drugs. Also known as brain, feel intense pleasure. It can last up to 12. Okay, now we don't care because I'm not going to be doing any meth, so I don't need to know what it does to me.
South Carolina slave catchers in 1704 to absolutely...
Yeah, there's a lot of things like that people don't know is actually meth. Like, there was another one, another name for something where I'm like, yeah, apparently that's meth. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah, I know, eh? Vegas baby girl. You are late because we're not going to go too much longer, but we'll go a little longer. Thank you for coming.
Anybody they can get and steal their money, even though there's no victim.
Mr. Andret says it can deplete your calcium.
And take their cash, they'll do it. And that's for anybody. That's ubiquitous across the board. It doesn't matter if you're pure pitch black or you're white as Casper the Ghost. Is Casper a racial slur? I don't want to be racist. Is Casper a racial slur? Is that what I just said?
Why? Yes,
Casper.
you did.
Oh man, I think no, I think it's Cracker. Is Casper a racial slur as well?
Jesus
I'm just not sure.
Christ. Really? Casper was a goddamn character. That's sad, Chili.
I'm just not sure.
This guy was a Power Ranger. He should know that.
What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? What's going on, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? Listen, it ain't easy being crazy. It ain't easy being crazy. But, you know, also, you notice how the pig doesn't know the laws? When I told him Techline versus Danforth, which is on your trifold, when you read Techline versus Danforth and you actually read the...
Fucking Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. Sorry, you made me laugh to the point where I coughed. Like a middle-aged lover that lives in his car has anything, something a woman would want. Like anything a woman would want, whatever. Like
entire case, like I did, and you get down to the Supreme Court, the unelected monarchs of our country, and you read the.
I can get behind that statement. Beaver, the other white meat. Beaver's delicious, everybody. Yes, you can take that any way you choose. Skits Crasher with 5 American ducats. We already did an American money meme, but we might have to do another one, okay? We're getting there. So thank you very much. I'm going to dance with Carlton here for a second. We're going to represent. Thank you very much for the 5 American ducats, Skits Crasher, and I really, really appreciate it. You have no idea, buddy. And hey, I miss doing these streams. I gotta try it. I say this every time, but I'm working on getting more of it out. And I have a video that is in the pipeline here.
Nitty-gritty detail of Techline versus Danforth in justia.org. You can read the entire case.
Yeah, he was a short-term Power Ranger.
When you get to the holdings created by those...
Think about it, though. This guy put on the Black Ranger suit at some point. Think about Chili as a Ranger.
Unelected, appointed monarchs called Supreme Court justices. What you find that they say is that it doesn't matter where in America you stop, you have an inherent right...
Vegas Baby Girl coming in hot saying, I miss the Beaver. Vegas Baby Girl, I have inside knowledge that you can get a hold of a beaver anytime you want. We will leave that comment there. Mr. Andra, Skit Scratcher, I never read your actual... Thank you, Mr. Beaver. Have an American nickel. And I really appreciate that American nickel. You know what? He's such a bullshitter. He always says without that bad, without that gun. Oh, without that badge, without that gun, you be scared of me waiting for your ass, and you're the one running, so who's scared now, Chili? Yeah, well, Chili, you know. Oh, my goodness. You guys are being too nice to me tonight. The Reverend Holy Smalls. Thank you very much, Reverend. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the $20. Jeez, that's awfully generous. Thank you very much. I better pay beaver tax before you go. No need for the ducats meme. Well, you know what? You guys have already earned another one now, so you'll get it in a few minutes. But we'll let Chili finish.
On any freeway road, anywhere that you can stop.
Thank you very much, everybody.
So the judge, I can't remember which, was it 19, it's going to be 1943. So is that going to be Stone? Is that going to be the Stone Court? It'll drive me crazy till I look it up. The point is, though, in Techline versus Danforth, the Supreme Court justices had, I think it was a unanimous decision or 7-1 or 8-1, where they said that if you can't stop on a freeway, was it the Stone Court? I was correct? The Stone Court? Here's what the writing of the holding was, that if you can't stop on the freeway, well, then you really don't have a right to be free in America. Your right to stop is the same as your right to start. And that comes directly from Techline versus Danforth. That's why I told that filthy pig, you're more than welcome to give me a ticket or even to arrest me, and I will sue your ass for a malicious prosecution, because I have the trifold in your hand. You can clearly read the holding right there in Techline versus Danforth. I don't need your help, piggy. I need you to learn. You're the most uneducated of all of us.
He's turned on by himself, and he can't see why that's creepy. That is funny. That is fair enough, actually. It's a good, yeah, it's a pretty solid assessment, Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind.
You're the problem. You're the parasite. You're the victim creator. You're the darkness. You're the fear.
I gotta get behind Ginger Lebret's comment here. Ginger Lebret has just said... I had the body to wear that shirt and make that money. You better bet your ass I'd be doing it. However, I don't. Hey, it's both of us, buddy. It's okay up here. It's just gets a little funhouse mirror on the bottom end. Winter was cold, okay? Give me a break.
You're the bad guy. So, and then he rattled off, my captain is this person, here's my phone number, as if we're gonna get any kind of justice by calling you or by meeting up with you. We're not. We're not. We're not. Everybody, make sure you hit subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. If you don't have your trifold, make sure you get a trifold.
Hit subscribe, hit that like button if you have it in here.
On DeleteLawz.com, the indestructible one's $25. You can get the other one for $5.
Maybe in the great words of Radical, maybe tickle that bell, you know?
$5 trifold. I was gonna say a curse word. I'm not gonna curse for the kids because some parents don't like me cursing because their kids watch it. I don't give a poo.
Who in the world? Okay, we need to discuss that sentence. If public service announcement, if you're letting your kids watch Chili, stop. Reassess some decisions you're making. Think about things you've decided, okay? Because this is not the kind of your kid. They should be watching somebody play Roblox. Why in the F are you bringing them into what? Chili, if that statement is true, I am sad for those children. I'm going to tell you right now. I have sadness in my heart for them, okay? Because this life that they're living is terrifying.
Okay? I actually care. I actually care about others. I care that girl was pulled over. Bombshell that she was. Call me.
Well, unfortunately, Dave, I actually know you're right. And the reason I know you're right is because flat earthers will also teach their children flat earth and let them watch content where they say that everybody at NASA is lying to them and their teachers are lying to them and the government is lying to them, and they will let their kids watch that content, and somehow they think they're doing their children a favor, but really all they're doing is helping raise delinquents. I mean, what they're typically saying to their kids is, we don't follow rules that we disagree with. If there's a rule that you don't agree with, you don't need to follow it. And while I agree that some rules can suck the darkest part of my butt, that doesn't mean that we all get to just scoff at them and walk around doing what we want.
I mean, what the fluck is going on? Tell me. Hit the #1 button. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I've been on for 1 hour now. You guys have seen me get pulled over. You guys have seen them pull over a babe. They gave us both tickets. Didn't matter the color of your skin. Doesn't matter what color your skin. Now, if you're...
I mean, I'll agree with you, Chili. She was a babe. She was just a little young for you, sir.
Jalen Walker, compared to the mass killer, they'll mow you down for running off. But if you're a mass killer and you just lay down like a beta male, well, then you won't get murdered in the streets. So... yeah, she was beautiful for sure. The comments are, she was pretty. Yeah, she was definitely beautiful. Connecticut, Ohio, what's going on, Chuck? So just so you guys know, Transparency, Peace, Justice, the website should be coming out by the end of this week. I'm writing all the copy right now. We're finally getting all of the different pieces put in place so that we can truly explain what the changes that have to happen are. And as you guys know, I've been studying this for 20 years. This has been my area of study. I have dug into Supreme Court cases.
Yeah, and Mr. Andrew's right. The older you get, the harder it is to lose the weight. And I have a virtual reality that I could be using. Like no joke, I know I'm out of shape, and the reason is I cleaned my space, and because you need quite a space for VR, it's really kind of almost sickening. You need like a room for it, and I don't have one. So I cleaned enough room to actually use it. I put it on. I played a little bit of Beat Saber, and I swear to God, my arms were thrashed when I was done because of all the swinging my arms around. And I was like, okay, it shouldn't hurt to play 40 minutes of Beat Saber. So I'm out of shape. It's okay. I've come to terms with it. I'm gonna try to fix it, I guess.
History. I have dug into the origins of law, understanding the functionality of government. And so when you get to these places of a higher level of understanding, you start to go, well, you have a 6th Amendment right to face your accuser. Okay, so who's the accuser? The cops accusing you of driving, speeding in the middle of nowhere? There's still nobody around. There's nobody around.
Well, he's breaking the law constantly. The skip 33377. I mean, this idiot is going to cause an accident someday. Why is he streaming and checking chat while driving? He's been doing this for like months. To be honest with you, when he does cause an accident, and God forbid he kills somebody, like if he gets in a car accident on the highway and kills somebody, they will literally just go to his channel, and he has a cornucopia of videos showing him breaking the law. Holding an electronic device while driving. Holding an electronic device while driving. Holding an electronic device while driving. Holding an electronic... You can't see it, but it's off the side of the screen a little bit. Holding electronic device. Let's see it. Holding electronic device. Holding electronic device. Holding an electronic device. Which, I don't know if he's driving in that one, but, I mean, you know, holding an electronic device. Holding an electronic device. Holy shit. Like... I mean, he will literally, they will just take all of this and they'll say, no, he has a propensity to break the law because, look, he's always doing it. And half the time he's not wearing seatbelts either. Well, I shouldn't say that. He's not bad, but, like, there's no seatbelt. There's no seatbelt. Oh, no, there he has it on there. You can find it, though. It's all in there. So I don't really care about him not wearing a seatbelt. He's the asshole that's going to go through the windshield, but, you know.
What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? Where you guys at? Where you guys at?
Hey, Mr. For Twitch, you have to earn your eaten beaver. So you either have to go out and trap it legally or get to your nearest club and buy a girl a drink. Okay? You can't just... Hey, there ain't no free beaver around here. You got to work for that shit. Okay? Just remember that. Ladies, Mr. For Twitch really wants to eat some beaver. If anybody out there wants to have a drink purchase for them, he is available. He or she? I assume a he. You know what? I am assuming pronouns. We're going to move forward.
My internet's going to die here pretty soon. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. And I am going to make... My dentist appointment is 11 a.m. And it says that I will arrive... It says that I will arrive at 10:52. So I will be on time. I wanted to change my shirt.
He's giving himself 8 minutes of leeway. Like... Oh my god. Yeah, no, I saw you there, Plottle. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you, buddy. How's it going? How is it going, Mr. Johnny? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. And, hey, if you haven't hit that like button, do it. Do it now. Anyways, no, I appreciate it. Everybody's been really nice to me tonight. You guys have been the best, honestly. I really appreciate you guys all.
On that covers up my body, so I'll have time to do that before I get into the dentist office. But like I said, this morning I just woke up and had to throw a shirt on.
I punched a beaver on a dare. Listen, they typically don't like it when you punch them. If somebody told you that was the way to make love, they were wrong. Okay. Oh, a real... I see.
And then I'll be going back to Cali. I'll be heading back to California. Good to see you, Brian. Nice to see you, Chuck. Roll call. Who's in the room? How many members are in here? How many people are members? The tribe is in the room. Good to see you. Nice to see you, tribe. What's going on, brother? And then I will get out of here pretty quickly because, you know, we got to keep our eyes out for pigs. You have to watch out for pigs. Pigs are trying to get you right now. The pigs are coming. The pigs are coming for you. The pigs are coming to get you.
What do you mean? What was funny about that? He's making me laugh because of his stupid laugh. Hold on, let's do this.
It covers up my body, so I'll have time to do that before I get into the dentist office. But like I said, this morning I just woke up and had to throw a shirt on. Woke up. See you, Chuck. Eyes out for pigs. You have to watch out for pigs. Pigs are trying to get you right now. The pigs are coming. The pigs.
I wanted this at regular speed. It was creepy.
They're coming for you. The pigs are coming to get you.
What is
Always
going
gotta keep
on?
an eye in the rearview mirror. Oh man, I hope the pigs don't show up. Oh man, the pigs are gonna come get me. Has anybody seen Snatched with Brad Pitt? Has anybody seen that movie?
It's called Snatch, not Snatched, but yes, I have.
You take a pig.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I have to acknowledge these. Thank you very much, Bass here, for another $4.99 American ducats. I'm telling you, you're getting the American meme again before we leave. So thank you very much, Bass here, for the $4.99. And also another one came in here from Mr. Pajato. Here you go, Brainy Beaver. Glad to see you back in the game, mate. Oh, I'm in the game. I got a little busy for the last month. Summer's when I make the most money, even if it is a little sparser this summer. I don't want to say the big recession word, but I didn't tell you that was happening because I don't want it to happen. So we all got to keep spending money, right? Anyways, if you don't have it, you can't spend it. But anyways, it's a little slower. But beyond that, the last like 3 weeks, I was pretty busy. I do have a video I'm working on, and we are going to pump that bitch out soon because, god damn it, I like seeing the channel grow. And I love hanging out with all you guys. But hey, listen, thank you for the 5 Australian rubles. So that is 5 Australian rubles from Mr. Pajato. Hey, listen, Canadian rubles, Australian rubles. We're all together in this, okay? Don't be offended. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Pig will eat 2.2 pounds of meat per minute. Multiply that by 8 pigs. Oh yeah, so transparency. Good to see you, Les. Good to see you, Chuck. Is it mods?
That clip had nothing to do with anything, though. Like, I don't understand why he was even making the joke. That's why I cut down on the amount of, like, clips I'm using in my videos, because, God, unless they're really pertinent, I feel like they're jarring now. My style's changing a bit. $10 for another $10 from Chibi Peach, because you've been far too nice to me. I used to trap beaver with my dad. They're a lot faster and meaner than you'd think. One bit through my work boot. No one likes an angry beaver. Take that as you will. Hey, Chibi knows what he's talking about. I can't see the image close enough. Not that it matters. Oh, that's a girl. I mean, what I would call a woman at glance. So thank you very much for the money. And no, seriously, that they are, I mean, yeah, they're a gigantic rodent. So if you get too close, they're not friendly at all. And another 5 Australian from Fryad. Oh, wow. You going to give this one to me, eh? Frayed? Edges? Because that PH has to make a fuss sound. Frayed edges? Frayed edges? Oh, I got it! Yes! Yeah, I'm not an idiot. Oh, no, I beat you, the plot hole. Fuck you. You came in too late, buddy. I'm always wasting money on beaver, so you may as well get some. Thank you very much, Frayed Edges. Oh, that was fun. I'm glad. That was a good one. I appreciate that. That was fun.
Don't chat. I hope not. I was in a hurry. I was pushing buttons. I hope not. I hope I didn't do that. If I did, I'm really sorry.
Hey, I beat you on my side, just so you know the plot hole. Your message had not entered my view when I figured it out. Thank you. And you will have to trust me on that, just like we'll have to trust Chili's speed was what he says it was later when he filmed himself.
All right.
I'm not lying, though. Chili's a son of a bitch.
Well, before I completely cut out, before I hit 100% desert land, I will get the flock out of here and I will start my day. Everybody go back.
Hey, listen, when a beaver and a hole get together, shit goes down. Okay, that's all I can say.
DeleteLawz.com. You know, I didn't get enough requests yesterday for free posters. I said I would give away free digital posters. So I'm going to give away 5 digital posters right now.
Am I really like the first person who got frayed edges right? Well, I was like, that PH has, there's no other sound that could make unless it's a different language. So, but yeah, those will normally go right over my head. That's why I was so proud of myself. I'm actually I'm like pumped up on adrenaline now. I got that name figured out.
To the next 5 people who
it's
email
simple
me
things
at
in life, everybody.
DeleteLawz@gmail.com. I'm going to give away 5 digital posters to the next 5 people who send me an email to DeleteLawz@gmail.com. So the next 5 people, when I check my email, the first 5 people that come in, according to timestamp, I will send you a free digital poster. So that'll happen as soon as I stop when I get to Phoenix. I know Scrubzilla. I give away everything.
Plothole got it first. Hey, listen, Elizabeth. I'm going to tell you right now. Plothole may have got it first, but I did not have that message on my chat stream on my screen. I have 4 monitors here, and one of them has your chat stream on it. And on my end, I won. I said it before it even hit the thing. So I am taking credit. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Hey, listen, I'm just like Trump. I definitely won that election. Oh, politics, holy shit, keep moving.
Yeah, man, I want to keep giving stuff away. I want you guys to have the materials. I want you to have it. That's all. I want you to
did better than Team? Well, that's good to hear. Hey, we all got to make fun of Team when we can, okay? That son of a bitch is up in the 70K range. Listen, we all got to rub our dirty taints on Team out of love, okay? It's a love thing. Listen, when the person near you is successful, you need to be mean to them because of love, I think.
Against these filthy pigs.
Makes sense, right?
If you guys didn't know, how many people have you guys seen anybody pull over and film a cop before? How many people have seen that? How many people have seen someone do that before? How many? How many is it? Oh, I'm probably in the middle of nowhere.
Courtney Dobbs says that she heard me say it before she saw the words, but I think that means she just didn't necessarily read it until then. So, yeah, I win. Plot hole gets an honorable mention.
Anyway, listen, I will get the fluck out of here. Thank you guys so much for coming by the channel. I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe.
He is done. That's sad. That's sad town. Oh, wait, we got to do this, though. Okay, this is for the American ducats, everybody. Thank you very much. I want to appreciate it. And oh god, I guess we can throw the Australian dollars in there too. There's a couple of you, so just, you know, enjoy it. But just know that the Americans are holding this down, okay? I don't want to be mean to anybody. I just want to be honest. The Americans are holding this shit together for us, okay? We all got to recognize, okay? Probably in Ukraine too, so let's hope they don't get tired.
$1.83 American. What are we gonna get with that?
And I know this is repetitive for a few of you who have been here for a while, but for the people that weren't, we need to recognize their contribution.
Love that exchange rate.
We're gonna pause it for a second because of copyright reasons.
Dinner is served. Would the masters care for anything else?
I think we're good. Thanks.
A nickel.
A nickel.
You see this?
You see this? I quit. I open my own hotel.
Yeah, that's right. He's opening his own goddamn hotel, everybody. That American nickel. I mean, this is Bratislava. This is essentially the Russian economy. Hey, their dollar's doing pretty good, but it's basically like fake money at this point. It's not real. They're propping their dollar up ridiculously. Hey, listen, we've been here for 2 hours and 5 minutes, and I have been having a great time tonight, but I probably should get going at some point. I didn't really prepare much else to talk about, although I guess Chili has content for days. He was at a Sir Mix-a-Lot concert. Did you guys catch that? Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, right here. Look, he went to a Sir Mix-a-Lot. Check it out.
I'm gonna get the heck out of here. It was good to see you. Have fun.
He doesn't turn it off. Heads up, we've detected copyright audio. I played 5 fucking seconds of it. Jesus Christ, YouTube, calm down. Look at Sir Mix-a-Lot, and then he's like chatting with a guy that is not happy to have him beside him. Right here? Yeah. Where? That's right. He was talking about. He's like, he was telling about a girl he talked to.
Guys, for over 20 years.
Oh man, I should have kept that part saved because he was talking about how he went up to a girl and he said, "Oh," she's like, "What do you do?" He's like, "I sell shirts." She's like, "What kind of shirts?" He's like, "I sell this shirt," and then he doesn't even finish the fucking story. He just, I think he's slammed. Like he's pretty.
Do you sell?
Ah!
These 2, 3.
Man, oh my god, it plays for like literally a second, and it's like, you've detected copyright audio. That's crazy. Here, come on, guys. We got to be able to hear Chili's story, YouTube.
Talking to me, and they said to me, they asked me where I'm from and blah blah blah, and they said, what do you do?
He sells shirts, guys. Hold on, maybe if we speed it up, it'll stop detecting it.
They said, what do you do for a living? And I said, I sell merch. And they said, what kind of merch do you sell? I said, I sell this t-shirt. And then the girl says to me, she said, what are you doing in Texas?
He never finishes the story. That's it. It's the end of it. Like, he just gets back to partying. Team and I were watching this live together when it happened, and we started laughing so hard because he doesn't finish. That's it. It's over. Look, it's story done. Oh man. Anyways, that's enough of that bullshit. Chili's a fun guy. Hey, listen. Before it gets boring on everybody, I do want to take off. This has been a great stream. Honestly, we had over 100 people in here concurrent at one point, which is one of my highest concurrent streams that I've had in ever, let alone a while. So I am trying to cut kind of the mustard and ketchup out, if you know what I mean, and get directly to the content and get to what we're here to watch and laugh about what's funny. And so I hope that you try, to stick with me and enjoy the new format that we're trying to push forward so that it's a little bit more organized, a little less chaotic. beyond that, I do want to thank all of the people who donated. We have, oh, and there's another one. I made him get pelleted my, what? I made him get pelleted my ringtone. Get pelleted my, am I reading that wrong? Gaming with both hands. Feel free to at me if I'm fucking that up. I made him getting, I don't know if I'm reading that right there. So I want to make sure I read your thing right. So I do want to thank you for the $2 donation. Appreciate it. And just at me with how I'm fucking that up. When Chili got shot? When did Chili get shot? Yeah, wait, Pikachu. Wait, I missed Chili getting shot? What the fuck happened here? When did this happen? How have I not seen him get shot by a pellet gun? Did he talk about it? How did this go down? What have I missed? I don't understand. Oh my God. How long ago did this happen, guys? Pikachu, yeah, he got shot with a pellet gun out of biking thing in Houston, Texas. It was hilarious. Live on Team stream? Okay, I'll have to talk to Team. I haven't seen this. Okay, that's funny. He got shot by a pellet gun? That's amazing. It's not to be encouraged, by the way. Very dangerous, but yeah, shot him with a pellet gun. He ran like a bitch. I mean, in his defense, I'm not sticking around if I'm getting shot by a pellet gun. That's amazing. Okay. My homework, finding Chili getting shot by a pellet gun. I appreciate you guys telling me about it. So that's funny. And then to thank all the people, Chibi Peach, thank you very much for your donations. NANA, you've been too kind. Bass here, thank you, brother. Skits Crasher, both for your member chat and your donation. Vegas Baby Girl for being a member. I miss the Beaver. We all do, Vegas Baby Girl. We all do. Bass here, save a tree, eat a beaver. I agree. Mr. Pagito, here you go, Brady Beaver. Glad to see you back in the game, mate. We have Chibi Peach again, and thank you very much. Frayed Edges, sorry, there's an A. Frayed Edges, and Gaming with Both Hands for your 2 American ducats towards the end here, and I really appreciate it. So, it happened on live stream. Yeah, that's funny. That's why I worded it that way. I made him getting pelleted my ringtone. Oh, I see. That's funny. Oh my God. Where was he when this happened? On Tuesday morning. Is that because he got, oh my God. I'm just so upset that I haven't seen this now. In Houston, that's a warning sign of how close they could get to him. Chili didn't and doesn't recognize this red flag warning. Fuck. In Houston, so I mean, geez, he puts so much content out. I'll have to find that. I'll talk to Team. I'll see where it's at. That's funny. Thank you for telling me about that. I did not know about that. That could be a beautiful short or something like that. So I will take a look. But yeah, hey, listen, before it gets boring, I want to thank everybody for coming. Thank you, everybody, for watching Chili with me and having a lot of fun. I want to thank you for the donations. I want to thank people who didn't donate. Just were here, hit the like button, hung out with me. If you haven't hit the like button, thought about subscribing, think about doing that. And beyond that, I should hit the outro button, and then we can all just have a great night. And yeah. Just thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate you guys, okay? So on that note, I'm going to take off. Oh, Skits Crasher with the $2 at the end by Mr. Beaver. Listen, I really appreciate you, Skits Crasher, and I hope you're having a great night and having a better day than you were having the other day. So enough said about that. But 3Ron, have a good night. Everybody have a good night. Pikachu, Courtney Dobbs, Dave Hansen, Mr. For Twitch. We got all the people left. Jesse, we got Arizona. Oh yeah, and that's the one name I forgot to mention there. Arizona Jeep Girl. She also donated. It's just not on my list here because I opened it too late, I guess. So I want to thank everybody that donated again. And thank everybody who didn't. Thank everybody who's here. Anaceto, Pikachu, Bipolar Express, Ginger Lebret, Frayed Edges, Gaming with Both Hands. Anaceto, I might have said you already. Mr. Andrat, 3Ron. If I keep scrolling, I'm sure I'm going to get more names. Mr. Pajato, The Plot Hole, Strange Lex, Legicator. Yeah, I appreciate you. Steve, thank you very much for coming, everybody. Have a good night, and take it easy.